What's up, happy people? Welcome to tonight's stream. We have 7 people here. What the hell's going on? But anyway, who cares? It's still early. We got
What's up,
this
guys?
Storm taking on the British Irish Lions. Your host tonight. I am co-host. Removed ourselves. Now we're back.
It's a bit of a bugger up.
Kickoff is at 6 o'clock, which is in 10 minutes' time. Storm's British Irish Lions. Should be a good game. Mario has joined us for the first time in, what's it, 2-3 months?
Yeah, it feels like an eternity, guys.
So he's going to take lead on this one for us.
Yep.
While watching the game, we're going to be watching it at a good, decent time. So all things good. We've got a purple guest over there.
Yep.
Who's hiding away.
There she comes into shot now.
Me. So yeah, we're going to leave it to Mario. Welcome to James Jackson, the new member
James
of the squad.
Jackson. Please hit
Nathan.
Please hit the like button. We don't have to tell you to hit the subscribe button because clearly you've subscribed.
Look at that, Mario's back. That's not Chantal in the background. That's a leash in the background.
Yep.
What's your thought of the games? It's going to be hopefully a good one.
So.
So yeah, welcome back to the team. Mario's going to take control of this one. We'll pop in every now and then.
If in TSG, if you're referring to this afternoon's game, I unfortunately didn't see that one. I was at work at the time. But if you're referring to
the Bulls beat SA, shocking. Jack White did it again.
If you're referring to this one, it could be an interesting battle. Cool. I think, although I reckon the British and Irish Lions should have the wood over the Stormers, unfortunately, as much as we'd like the Stormers to beat them.
Scores, you remember? Banners.
Yep, banners. Change. Put that over there. Yep. SPO. Omtrent. Eintlik amper 'n groter een om almal in te kry. Ek weet 'n screen nodig.
Groter screen, kleiner.
Ja, nee, definitief.
The players?
The playing against the British and Irish Lions there, laddie. We're just busy sorting out the score.
So the score was for Scotia.
There's no score as yet because the game hasn't kicked off yet, but it should be kicking off very soon.
That's fine. They don't sponsor me, so we can encourage you to sponsor me.
Nathan, that would be quite an upset if the Stormers do beat the British and Irish Lions.
Stream with Morris. Call me when you need me. Evening, Morris. He's back. He's in control.
I'm finally back again at long last. It feels like a year since I was last with you guys.
When H-Tech comes, just call me in, Alicia.
I'll flag you down.
So, enjoy.
Will do.
Like the nation class.
Indeed. So, guys, what are our predictions over here? British and Irish Lions. Argentina again winning. And this little one that's coming into shot now has been for a while, been waiting her turn. This is one of Lali's little girls. So for those of you that are wondering, there's another one. There's another one. Mommy, I think you better come into shot here quickly so they can see how much they look like you. Indeed, Bertie, it's been a long time. I've been shifting from Summerstrand to Sherwood for a while. And every time, as soon as we're meant to move, it doesn't happen. So that's a bit of a problem, but tomorrow we'll hopefully we will get it done tomorrow. And then we'll have our weekends back again to ourselves. Very interesting one, British and Irish Lions by 15. I think I went British and Irish Lions by 20, if I remember correctly, for my Super Brew prediction, because I don't see much of a chance here for the Stormers. The Stormers, unfortunately, to my mind, as much as they're supposed to be one of our stronger franchises, they're not doing nearly as well as they should be. But you never know. Maybe there's an upset on the cards. I mean, Wales losing to Argentina at the Principality Stadium, quite an upset. So maybe there's another upset coming. It's a baie mooi karretjie.
Loud.
Ek sien so.
Okay.
We're being advertised here. We're helping with some advertising. I believe so, Bertie. I didn't see the game, unfortunately, because I was at work at the time, as I've said earlier. But in Smith. It was coming Rome. It came to Rome indeed. I purposefully did not wear my Italy jersey today to keep peace between myself and G, because I don't want to rub his face in it. Good sportsmanship from our side. He was a good sport with the Italians. I was a good sport with the English. So we're not gonna rub it in each other's faces. It's definitely not. It's lacquer to be rivals, but at the same time, it's not lacquer to be rivals either. So we have the players coming out in the next few minutes. They're just panning over the stadium, over the beautiful Cape Town Stadium. The weather at the moment, 14 degrees Celsius. They say there's no chance of rain whatsoever. There's 7 km/h wind, which is very odd for Cape Town. Almost no wind whatsoever. And they say it looks as if it was a sunshine day today. So looks like we're in for a good game of rugby, perhaps even a dry field. Although I think earlier on in the week, there may have been some rain at Cape Town. We had rain on Tuesday here in our area, in the Eastern Cape, albeit very little. It wasn't enough, but at the end of the day, every little bit counts, eh? So we are just having a look at the previous results here. South Africa A dealing the British and Irish Lions their first defeat on Wednesday night, which was beautiful to watch, especially some of the big hits put in by the boys, Peter Steph Toy and some of the other guys. Thanks, Nathan. Thanks. I appreciate it. I try to be as indifferent as I can, and I'm gonna, at one stage I was actually trying to become a rugby referee here for the Eastern Cape, but parents sort of pushed me out of it and so on. But well, at the end of the day, I've got a proper job now, and even though I suppose at a later stage in life I could look at it, but you never know. Maybe in another part of the world, maybe not here in SA, but it's always a possibility along the lines. Mark, Joe, interesting to know that you're saying the British and Irish Lions by 24. That's quite a bit of points, but yeah, I mean they do look a lot stronger than the Stormers. Today is Stuart Hogg captaining the British and Irish Lions from the fullback position, which is quite an interesting move too. Their bench: 16 George, 17 Vunipola, 18 Ferguson, 19 Jones, 20 Simmons, 21 Gareth Davies, 22 Harris, and 23 Louis Rees-Zammit, that's been on the right wing for the last while. It looks as if he's slowly but surely starting to get his starting lineup into position for the test matches that start next week, Saturday. And in the Stormers lineup, we have number 1, we have Leon Lyons, number 2, JJ Kluter, 3, Neetling Fouchier. And then we pan towards the second rowers. Ernst van Rijn and Schickering playing number 4 and 5 for the Stormers. 23 and 26, their respective ages, quite young still. Then number 6, Nama Ngaba. Number 7, Johan de Tooy, younger brother of Peter Steph de Tooy. Number 8, Ivan Roos. 9, Godlin Masimla. 10, Tim Swiel. The Duplessis is number 12. I can't quite see who's number 13, and then I missed the back 3 there. The Stormers reserve bench is Venter, Bleur, Mazibuko, Basson, Tiernissen, Bursey, Van Reenen, and Schmidt. Also quite a youthful side. I see Venter is looking like he's the youngest player on the bench. He's only 19 years old, which means he's effectively still qualified to be a Western Province under-20 player, which is quite a chance for this youngster to shine. And I most certainly hope for their sake that they shine quite well. I mean, it's going to be very good for them if they could create an upset. Thanks, nice and sleazy. How's it? Hope you're doing well. Mr. Dobson moving into position here in the coach's box at the Cape Town Stadium. John Dobson, the coach of the Stormers, just in pan at the moment on Supersport if you're watching, and you're using me as live commentary. And out comes Stuart Hogg and the British and Irish Lions team. They're being led out. And interestingly enough, we have Alan Wynne-Jones on the bench for the British and Irish Lions, which has rejoined the squad after that horrific shoulder injury he suffered against the Japanese at Murrayfield about a month ago. The British and Irish Lions are on the park at Cape Town Stadium. And this is, as it was just recently mentioned, it's the last preparation game before the test series starts next weekend. going to be a phenomenal test series, and I think both sides it's going to be very much an adaptation for everybody to be playing without fans in. This is going to be quite something. But then again, on the other hand, we'll just have to make our living rooms and all those things our stadiums. And the Stormers come out onto the park now, being led by their captain. The two sides look as if they're just busy having a bit of a circle here quickly. That's what they normally do. Ernst van Rijn is captaining the Stormers from the number 4 position. How's it, Alicia? Again. So it seems as if there's a quick pause of some sort. Oh, yes, our referee is coming out. Our referee for this evening's game is Mr. Wayne Barnes of England, assisted ably by Mr. Jaco Piper, AJ Jacobs, and the TMO, Mr. Marius van der Westhuizen of South Africa. Stormers will be kicking us off. I'll be your commentator tonight as much as I can. And if you think I'm suffering from verbal diarrhea, perhaps I am. I haven't been around for long enough, so I've got to get to know these things again. We're about to kick off. We are at 6 o'clock on the dot now, yeah, South African time. Patrick, that's wonderful. I hope you enjoyed the rugby. I believe it was quite a game. I believe the Wallabies came away with a bit of a sneaky win there. We're awaiting the kickoff. I think there should be a bit of a countdown, waiting as Mr. Barnes' whistle goes. And we're underway. The Lions catch the ball. It's straight into the fly-off's arms. He kicks it downfield, and we have our first line out of the game in the first minute of the game. No quick line out by the Stormers, cleverly so. The Lions seem as if they've made a lot of changes. Number 10 is Marcus Smith, making his debut for the British and Irish Lions this evening. Now I know what you're saying there, Patrick Thomas. Now I understand why you're saying, come on, Marcus Smith. Stormers are on the counter. Here we go. Here come the Stormers on the counter. Zat has broken through 3 tackles. He makes it to about the halfway line. Masimla. Van Rijn has got it now with the captaincy. He's roughly up to the 10-meter line. They're still slightly behind the 10-meter line. Masimla gets the ball out again. Just about looks like he knocks it on. He doesn't. Sweel gives a cross kick here towards the winger on the far end. Looks as if it was knocked on by the Lions. Stuart Hogg looks like it may have knocked it on, although the referee seems like he knocked it backwards. And the British and Irish Lions are into touch again. In the second minute of the game, we have the second line out of the game. By the looks of things, it looks as if Duan van der Merwe is playing on the left wing again for the British and Irish Lions. Llewellyn's us being as like a bar of soap here, cutting himself through a couple of British and Irish Lions defenders. It seems like there's times when he's a bit like Cheslin Colby, although I think Colby has got quite a bit more experience, and I think he's quite a bit braver than Llewellyn. But then again, on the other hand, Colby's an international, whereas Llewellyn's us still has to prove himself at international level. One never knows. Perhaps an end-of-the-year tour one day that Llewellyn's us might just make the Springbok squad and show us some of his mettle there. If I remember correctly, it was something along those lines that uncovered Cheslin Colby. We have our first scrum of the game, never mind the second line out, correction. In the second minute, first scrum of the game, Masimla. No, the referee says they must reset. Both front rows, I think, losing their footing. There's really quite a bit of dew around in Cape Town. Still no score, as you can see. We're awaiting the first points to come onto the board. So we're awaiting any points to come onto the board. We're awaiting the ball to come back into play. Interestingly enough, the British and Irish Lions seem as if they've chosen a bit of a B or C side here today. But then again, with the British Lions, I don't think there is anything like a B or C side. I mean, playing against one of our provincial teams, I suppose it's also understandable that they were keeping their strongest players back for the test match against the Springboks starting next Saturday for the first test. And we have a free kick going towards the Stormers. The referee saying that the British and Irish Lions have an early engage. They've engaged early, so the British and Irish Lions have been given a free kick against them. What have the Stormers called for? Have they called for another scrum? Looks as if the Stormers have possibly called for a scrum. Well, not too stupid on the other hand, then again. The British and Irish Lions still struggling a bit. I think they struggled a bit against the South Africa A side, but then again, it's South Africa A, you know. It's only our A side. We have a British and Irish Lions player down here that could pave its way to Wyn Jones making his return here. It's Tariq Byrne that's down. He's had 22 caps for Ireland.
Shout out to my squad. Move up.
Sure thing, mate. And we have Gareth joining us here briefly again.
Hello team. Who's it?
They're just showing Warren Gatland.
Oh, look at Alicia commenting on our group.
Yeah, she's commenting big time, man.
What's up? He's back. Oh, yeah. You're back.
Yep.
Where are the people commenting?
No, I must admit the comment section has been a bit quiet, but I think
everybody's
probably concentrating on the game, which is a good thing.
There's Barry B.
We're awaiting play to get going again after Tariq Byrne had a little bit of attention there, surely to what looked like his right arm.
Why are we taking so long to get going?
No, there was a slight injury pause there.
Okay.
Tariq Byrne looked like he injured his right arm.
Oh shit, that's a big one for the Welsh.
Yeah, that is. It's for the Irish actually. He's Irish.
Tied for long.
Tariq Byrne.
Tariq Byrne is Welsh.
Byrne. I think they said it showed he's had 22 tests for the Irish on the bottom of the screen there.
Tied for long is Irish.
So that one there, they showed Byrne.
Hey, look at those Chantal.
Chantal, how's it? Look at that.
Comstock. They must be, if we called in Little or PE, they must be called in Little or Grahamstown.
Catherine and Paul, well, I think your chances, now that you're saying go Lions, I think your chances are pretty good. We're still awaiting the first points on the board.
He's throwing a ball.
The Lions are on the counter again. Here comes
Crazy
Duhan
children.
van der Merwe. He's broken through, no tackles at all. And on it goes. The Lions have the ball again.
That's what a rock is for.
Stuart Hogg goes trying to make a break. The Irish, Lions are struggling a little bit.
Push it.
Box kick coming here from the British and Irish Lions.
Let's see.
And this goes straight down the throat of the fullback of the
Oh, there's a lolly behind us, though. Look at the model.
I see that model there behind us.
Look at the model.
I noticed.
It says you're back from the pub. I haven't gone to the pub.
Nice and sleazy. As a point of fact, our pubs at the moment are shut. Hence why we have these two, the company of these two lovely ladies at the moment, because they currently have a close down of booze, which is where the problem comes in. Catherine, to be honest with you, we've just started. We're in 5 minutes and 35 seconds, so we're in about the 6th minute now. So you're well in time for the start of the game here, Catherine and Paul.
What time is the clock on? We should be good.
No,
it's on 6 minutes.
No, it can't be. This is DSTV.
Oh no! Oh, I thought you said on the phone.
10 to 6.
And there's a penalty to the Stormers over here, and they've gone for
we're about
touch.
6 minutes in the game. There's no way we're behind now because we're on live cable.
I don't quite see where the penalty was there.
He whipped his own back.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a few poor decisions here by the referees, but then again, Mr. Barnes is British.
They're saying hello. They're not saying hello to you guys.
What is this?
They're saying hello to my subscribers before they greet our guests.
So you're quite far behind now.
And the Lions come charging through.
I saw it.
Leland's asked us to cover up, and it's straight into the throw-in. No, it's a Lions throw-in. Mr. Papers' flag is out.
They behind. Eugene's behind. I'm live.
How's it, Eugene? I see you're at home for a bit.
Eugene Chitty.
Mr. Chitty, I believe situations over there where Euro is a bit hostile, or was a bit hostile this past week, I suppose.
Right.
Said that on live.
I didn't.
And it's a penalty to the Stormers.
Really?
Stormers have just won another penalty, and the British and Irish Lions have been penalised again inside their half or inside the Stormers. half of
Nation
the
as a
field.
guy. Where is my hat? I was very good earlier.
It was there.
What's up, Martino? We're all doing good. But when there's live rugby on, then you can't do bad. And if there's some braaiing going on outside and stuff like that too, that's awesome, man.
Within the lockdown restrictions.
Yes, obviously within lockdown
Yep.
restrictions.
Yep. Yep.
Eugene, that's good to be back in PE.
In Durban, is it? Oh, but you're back in PE. Okay.
Yeah, no, it couldn't have been the easiest week for you guys over there in Durbs, eh?
That wasn't.
Yeah.
Stormers are on the counter attack,
Dwayne, you look
pushing
beaten up,
towards
bro.
the 22-meter
Do you
line.
want to come sit down?
And the Stormers, Msimla gives it to Mazibuko. Msimla again passes it on. Couldn't see to who. But it's all right, no hassles. And it's been sipped by the British and Irish Lions. Vandermerwe gives it to Hogg.
Why is he
Hogg cuts
playing a
through
front?
them.
Oh, is that Hoggy?
That's Hoggy that's playing at fullback and captaining the British
Does
and
Rugby
Irish
have
Lions.
blonde hair?
I think he's always had blonde hair.
No, he hasn't.
Unless he's dyed his hair.
I know he does it every now and then.
Stormers have cleared the lines and they've sent a line out the way of the British and Irish Lions towards their own half. Thrown by the British and Irish Lions. And the Lions have put the Stormers back to their own
Come off
quarter
of
again.
here.
And here comes a chip and chase from the Stormers
Nothing.
fullback. I'm
No,
not
it's
too
all
sure
right.
who it is.
The blondes.
I'm so sorry.
What?
Was your only rose?
Did I know
Indeed, Catherine and Paul.
I
Nothing
did-
better than live rugby
I did-
indeed.
No, sit your phone. Please call.
Nice and
Oh,
sleazy. I
man.
believe it was quite an upset there with the Wales and Argentina game. I think it was last night actually. From what I heard, an interesting one to have an international on a Friday night.
No, you're not here, are you?
Alone outside now.
Now
that's a
the-
good one.
British and Irish Lions have the ball again. It's
Huh?
Price that passes it off. Gives it off to Smith. Smith gives it off to one of the prop forwards there, I think. The referee almost gets in the way. Here comes
Don't
Furlong. Gives it off to eventually getting to Hogg. Hogg makes a slight break. Gets tackled. Still 0-0 after 10 minutes here. No points yet.
It's funny.
You're evil aunt.
Tog Byrne gets absolutely hammered, and the British and Irish Lions have lost the ball, and the Stormers get away with it again. The Stormers have gone towards the Lions half. They're inside the Lions half here.
We wonder
Beautiful
why you're my
cross kick here.
favorite.
And now the Lions are covering it again. Josh Adams has covered it, and it's gone into touch for a Lions throw in approximately 10 meters from their own try line here, the British and Irish Lions. Stormers, if they can steal it, to stand a chance of scoring some points here. Or even a penalty, just conceding a penalty, the Stormers stand a chance of getting a bit of points here on the board.
Lost.
Thank you, love. Just, right?
And we'll wait the action to go on.
Yes, Ollie. Did you have something?
Just awaiting the ball to be dried by the looks of things. The British and Irish Lions, Waterman just bringing the towel there.
Oh,
Lions go to
Stormers.
the back of the line out. Backs have to stay out of it for at least. And there's a penalty to the British and Irish Lions. Going in from the side, says the referee.
But I'm actually gonna go search my first dad joke now.
That. Come on, boy. We champ.
Okay, thanks, Paul. So the wife is not there today, Paul. It's an interesting one.
Where is my champ?
I'm not too. I reckon that ball was probably thrown straight into the line out. I suppose if the referee saw that it was skew, he would have blown. Interestingly enough, thus far, the first 12 minutes of the game, between the Stormers and the Lions, neither side has moved an inch. It almost looks like the old Boer war back in the English versus the Boer, where neither side ever gave an inch.
Two of us were over 100.
And the Lions have the ball again. The British and Irish Lions have it.
She just googled this.
Off they go.
And now she's telling me.
Yeah. How
And here come the British and Irish Lions. They have a penalty again for, by
I'm
the
not
looks of
taking
things,
credit for
not
the credit.
rolling away.
Well, H6-1 this morning was good.
When you eat Dwayne Johnson.
So it looks like it's Mazibuko that was penalised there for not rolling away. Ngaba, sorry, that was penalised there for not rolling away.
Is
Number
it
6,
really? Is it
Nama
really?
Ngaba.
Is it really?
And it seems as if it was either Marcus Smith or Stuart Hogg that finds touch inside the 22. For the British and Irish Lions, they're on the attack. They're inside the Stormers' 22-metre line. Counter-attacking, potential of being first points on the board to the British and Irish Lions. That is indeed nice to see, but from what I've heard, apparently they're around Warmer Park and Greenacres in that area, and they're patrolling quite hectically around those areas.
Shout out to Alicia's joke.
Did you know when you hit Dwayne Johnson's ass, you've officially hit rock bottom? Yep, that's true. Definitely
How do
true.
you know?
I wouldn't know.
He doesn't know.
All recovered. All recovered. So when I can eat this,
No, that is messy. And if you step once, it'll.
how did you come here and think?
So the British and Irish Lions have yet another penalty about 10 metres out from the
Do it in one hour.
Stormers try line. It looks as if Marcus Smith is looking up the touchline here. Indeed he is. So the British and Irish Lions are on the counter. The Stormers look like they've got no chance whatsoever of getting points there.
Cold, darling. They're black.
We have
I'll-
ice. We have some ice for them. They would love some ice.
I'm talking about a fucking blanket. but
They
whatever.
want ice.
So the British and Irish Lions throw into the line out. Good throw in there from the British and Irish Lions. Mauling it up slowly but surely, bit by bit, as they do. Oi, how's it, Chantal? I did say how's it to you earlier, but clearly you didn't notice me. Indeed, Bear TV, you do that, man. You do that like button. You tell him, boy. And to those of you that are new, go further up and do the same as one. I can't remember the guy's name now, but if you scroll up, he's up there. Man is up there. The British and Irish Lions still on the counter, 5 metres from the Stormers' try line. And they have been penalised, the Stormers. I'm not too sure for what. It looks as if the British and Irish Lions are going to be employing the same tactic as what they did South Africa A. When South Africa A were down to 13 men. Tap, kick and run, and there is a penalty to the Stormers this time around for double movement. So after 16 minutes, or 15, almost 15 and a half minutes, we still have no score. Thank you, Bear TV. That's the one I was talking about. James Jackson, welcome to the team. And please, if you've got more of your mates, tell them to join this channel. It's a very fantastic channel. And if you put your subscriber there, you'll get notifications of whenever there's live streams or videos, etc., etc. He does not only do live streams for sport, he also does motivational streams on occasions when he has the chance to. And so the Stormers go towards touch, and the ball is in touch, just other side the halfway line. And it's a Stormers line out, and the two sides still deadlocked at 0-0. Be interesting to see how long the Stormers can hold out here. Looks as if John Dobson has done quite a good job here with his young Stormers side to make sure that they don't just allow the British and Irish Lions to walk all over them. I mean, it looks like they're doing quite a bit here not to allow them just to walk over them. And I must admit, I think this move here was pulled by the British and Irish Lions the other day. And nice to see Mr. Barnes letting this one here slide, but I reckon it's a question again of much the same as what the other day's one of the British and Irish Lions was. Was the guy 10 metres from the back line, throwing into the line out? But I suppose if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, eh? De Jong makes a break here. The Stormers push. Masimla gives it off. Fullback has, I think, even lost it forward. Yeah, anyway. Stormers still on the counter attack. And the Stormers have lost the ball again, much to our shock or disgust. And the Lions have cleared their lines again, moving themselves towards their own 22-meter line with the Stormers line out over there. Alisha, dis is nou laaste comment asseblief. Ek is seker waarna hulle verwys nie. Chabrowski se ne.
Wie?
Chabrowski.
Dude in the thumbnail, what the F happened to his head?
Yep.
Maybe somebody put a belt around the center of his head at 4 years old and left it there until he hits 40 and then took it off.
So kom ek sê.
What the hell?
That's why I said maybe look at blocking. Yeah. You're referring to Gareth, being personal. Francois of the years, yeah, I don't know if that was quite so witty, but anyway, we're back to the rugby. Masimla goes off, gives it on to, and he's back at the scrum off position again. Excellent work by the scrum off. I must admit, the Stormers scrum off doing a magnificent job so far. And this is Zus that's just trying to be as slippery as a Neil over here. Juan de Jong does a bit of cleaning out. Masimla gets there again. Gives it off to the big prop forward, number 3. Masimla again. Yeah, I think that was Ngaba that got the ball again there, number 6. Elstad here, I think the captain that's just gotten the ball. Masimla again towards one of the forwards. Makes a break forward for it. Slight chances here for the Stormers. And there's a penalty to the Stormers for the British and Irish Lions being offside. And I think if I were Reinhard Elstad here, I'd take the points and give the Lions, well, both sides forwards as a point of fact, a bit of a break to regain their breath and to see if you can't get the first points on the board. I mean, it looks as if it's pretty much bang in front of the post here for the Stormers. And to make it 3-0 against the British and Irish Lions in the 22nd minute as a province, particularly in South Africa, I think that's quite a big thing. And indeed, it seems as if Tim Swill has heeded the call between him and Elstad, and they've called for the points in the 20th minute to see if they can make it Stormers 3 and Lions 0. Indeed, Bert, it is good to see Juan de Jong back. It's fantastic to see him back in South African rugby. And he does look in rather good shape at the moment too. And we have the Stormers on the board first. Stormers 3, Lions 0. And this is magnificent for South African rugby, having one of our strong franchises leading 3-0 over the tourists in the early parts of the, well, I call it the early parts of the first half, but it's not really the early parts of the first half any longer. Point of fact, we're through the first quarter of the, first of 3 quarters, another 4 quarters of the match. So first quarter of the first half is gone. And Marcus Smith kicks off for the Lions. We have the Stormers that have the ball in possession. Masimla is about to take it out of the back of the ruck here, calling some of the forwards to come and not clean out, but just to form a bit of a shield, a box kick here from Gatland Masimla. And it looks as if one of the Stormers lost that ball in slipping, and Marcus Smith has the ball here for the British and Irish Lions. Looked to me as if there may have been a bit of obstruction, but Mr. Wayne Barnes has called whatever advantage there was to be over. So the British and Irish Lions are on the counter. Marcus Smith gives it off to the hooker there for the British and Irish Lions. It's Luke Cowan-Dickey, apparently. Gives it off to Hill. And Ali Price, I reckon, is jolly unfortunate not to win a penalty there for the British and Irish Lions, as one of the Stormers was in quite an offside position. It's caught by...
You look like you're going to die.
From an up and under there, one of the Stormers catches the up and under the fullback. Masimla gives it off to number 3 there.
Death, he was just not checking it out.
It looked like it. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Masimla gives a box kick over again. There's a box kick from Gatland Masimla towards the Lions. Marcus Smith has lost the ball backwards, and the Stormers are on the counter. Stuart Hogg comes to clean up the crumbs and makes a breakaway.
squashing my baby.
Stuart Hogg has broken into 3 tackles, and passes the ball forward into touch. And we are in the 23rd minute of the match. Stormers 3, British and Irish Lions 0.
Still doesn't go right.
What?
Just coming up on the screen there, 9 British and Irish Lions appearances
This
previously for Stuart
This
Hogg
is my brother.
on previous tours of Australia as well as New Zealand.
It's playing cricket, why?
You can what?
What? No, man, I don't no, they're gonna think I'm devil.
They actually enjoy this stuff. I don't know, I think I'll let you guys.
You promise they're not gonna think
I promise.
Masimla just knocked the ball on there by the
Okay.
Stormers.
you're watching.
And it's an advantage
But
to the
you
British
see
and
a
Irish
lot,
Lions.
Masira.
In point of fact, Mr. Barnes has called a
Yeah,
scrum.
right, that's it.
Did they see it now?
Yeah.
If
Paul,
they
it
don't
seems
like
as
you,
if the
it's-
Lions don't
that's
look
your
as if
fault.
they're on the same wavelength today.
Cake now.
Oddly enough, they're not on the
Yeah,
same
straight it
wavelength.
is.
Oh.
All right, look how wiggling it is. Look like it prickles.
So stat coming up on your screens now if you're watching on cable is 39 tackles made, 40
No, it's
made by
not.
the Stormers.
Now you took too
39 to the Stormers, 40 to the British and Irish Lions, and 4 missed tackles each.
But I'm gonna do my acting skills now.
Luke wants to show us.
Martino, it would be interesting to see what happens.
What grumpy is.
We're South Africans, but if the British and
Okay, you
Irish
win.
Lions do beat the Stormers, it's much. It's pretty much
You
expected.
win.
I mean, it's like an international team versus a provincial team from here, and we have a Stormers advantage here. Looks like the Lions have lost it forward again. And yes, the referee goes back to the knock-on. Bertie, indeed, rugby is a phenomenal sport.
No. We should tell you, she must see me. Clearly not. I mean, any.
Indeed, Bertie, and I think it's going to bring us together big time next week when the big test matches start. We'll be wearing our green and gold. I can guarantee you I'll be wearing mine. That much I'll be sure to do.
Rocky out of this.
I mean, as much as we'd have to, like I said earlier, we'd have to make our living rooms and lounges and what have you into the stadium.
No,
seems like
she heard.
we can't be at the stadium itself.
Should tell it what now? Just shaking your, shaking your love, just shaking your love.
Stormers ball Masimla about to feed.
Even my dad walked out of the sector. I said, watch out for that.
And there's a penalty to the Stormers accruing from the scrum. Well, now,
we need a time. You just push it down. Bang.
Ruren or I think the Lions still stand a chance as much as we as South Africans don't want them to stand a chance. I think they still stand a good chance.
What did I say?
Well played, Bertie. Well played. I think you've got Chantel
Colby, he's a left.
just stressing a touch. Although then again, she knows she's usually in the clear.
What did he say? The what?
What?
Chantal didn't. I don't know.
And there's a-
Chantal doesn't understand my English.
And the penalty went.
That's Barry's fault.
Towards it.
Chantal can't understand Barry. I'm never in trouble. I am mommy. Okay. Fair enough.
And the Stormers have another chance here at counter-attacking.
You get that title.
They're moving towards the British and Irish
Oh,
Lions
is that?
22-meter line. Miss Simla gives it off.
I'd love another one.
Sweel
Oh, we've got none.
breaks. Number 12 breaks through.
Is it?
Miss Simla gives it off to the number 3 prop, and it's lost forward by the Stormers. And the British and Irish Lions come on the counter-attack again. Stuart Hogg clears his lines, and one of the Lions is chasing it down, but unfortunately the ball wins the race into
These
touch.
old forts. Why have you ever spoken to people? You know, it's
Yeah,
got best mates. You got really close friends. And you got, that's one of a kind.
yeah.
And you go through a lockdown stage where they just disappear off the face of the earth. You want to check they're still alive.
Yeah,
They still don't respond to you. You know how hurtful that is, eh? You know how it is.
I know it is. It's pretty crap,
Oh, sorry, you're listening.
Oh gosh. I think you've just put yourself in the dog box there, matey. You've just put yourself in the dog box. I believe Chima has just put himself in the dog box there, lads and lasses.
Yeah, fine. I'll figure that one out.
He's put himself slightly in the
No,
dog
she
box.
come back. She come back.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she
Because
is.
she's cold. Because I'm a nice person, I'll give her back.
And
Just
she
a
looks
girl
as if
woman.
she's forgiven him too. Oh well, good times, eh? If you want
By
to be
the
part
way,
of this group,
it's a
you've
true
got to be
story.
crazy.
True story.
If you want to be part of this group, you have to be crazy. If you're not crazy, well then you don't belong here. Much like what we are. We're all crazy. Trust me. I think at the moment
Chantal
we're-
says to me, am I behaving?
No.
I'll let Flo answer that. No, don't.
No.
Stormers are coming
Oh,
out,
God. Here we
busy
go.
trying to defend their
Now-
line again. Here comes the British and Irish Lions, and there's a try for the British and Irish Lions.
The one people I want
Just
to gang
about
up on
under
me
the
is
sticks.
Chantal and
And that puts the
Oh,
Lions,
God.
should put them on to 7 and the Stormers 3.
good
And I
game,
hope
lads,
so
good
those
game.
3 points is not all that the British and Irish Lions are going to allow the Stormers to score tonight. Because then we are in for
yourself
a
back.
cricket score here.
I already commented.
Apparently. And I can read. They're not ganging up on me.
Good
though.
man, good man. No, you're not being ganged up on. The British and Irish Lions
are you
cut through
behaving
the
to you,
Stormers
is it?
like a hot knife through butter.
Oh, as best it can. Oh, that's a compliment. Oh, thank you.
No, you being salty the whole time. Talk to me.
I'm not weird at myself to you.
Just like that,
Never.
the score.
And
Indeed,
if you
Bertie,
could put
just
down
like that, the score
paperwork,
comes up. I mean,
we'll
Marcus Smith
see.
shouldn't miss this. Although we have seen guys miss easy kicks.
Oh, shit, that's actually a nice comment. I thought I was going to get a nasty one. Just like the score.
And we are in the 29th minute of the game. The
Let me
British
go,
and Irish
let me
Lions have
go.
scored the first try of the game.
Chantal, can you have more faith in little Gareth? Come on.
And Marcus Smith slots the conversion and puts the British and Irish Lions up 7 points to 3 in the 29th minute of the match.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
The sister-in-law is very nasty.
Interesting one that,
That too.
Paul, thank you. First international
She just
try
doesn't
for
answer
Beard.
too.
Interesting that that his first international try comes in a British and Irish
Yeah,
Lions
glad.
shirt.
I
That's
feel-
got
I
to be
feel
quite a
better
special
now.
moment there, Paul.
Ask Eugene how many times I ignored him as well.
Oh, he told me.
Swirl kicks us off for the kickoff after the try, and we
Where's
go
Eugene,
straight
you know?
down the centre throat of the British and Irish Lions.
But how? You go 3.
Bryce
We
gives
say
it off
actors
to
without
one of
checking
the
on
forwards. I
anyone.
think it could be Cowan Dickey that got the ball there.
It feels like I'm spending too much of my time with everybody that I just want to talk to myself.
And it's Ali Price that's about to
Even so, you don't spend time.
kick
with
the ball
people.
in as a box kick towards the Stormers fullback, and he comes breaking right through them, and he's
okay,
broken through a
maybe
couple
I'll
of
be a pain
tackles.
in the arse. It's too fine, fair enough.
Masimla gives it off
But still,
towards one of the
no
forwards.
way.
And Masimla comes in again, passes it out this time to Tim Sweel. Sweel gives it off to one of the centres. I think it is number 12. Duplessis gets the ball.
Will the middle one take a photo of me?
And the Lions have stolen the ball again.
Take a photo.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah.
On the Stormers to cover.
Do it.
Okay, never mind.
What you want?
The Stormers are still in trouble.
No, she's not in the mood.
Still caught
though.
inside their own half here, the Stormers.
Can I borrow the kettle?
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Put it up. 97 unleaded.
And Masimla gives a box kick over here. Puts it into to the air, and it's straight towards Stuart Hogg. And Stuart Hogg looked as if he may have been slightly unceremoniously dumped there by one of the Stormers. But then again, on the other hand, it could have just been a cracking tackle. And the Lions are struggling to break through the Stormers' defence here, which is a good sign for
This
South
is
African
literally
rugby.
how we
Oh,
do it.
as I say that, there's a breakthrough. Oh, and there's almost an interception.
This is literally how we live it. So Mario and I would do this, watch the game, and that's how we go.
Yeah.
We get peanut gallery every now and then,
Yep.
Yes.
trying to the jokes.
I'm just going to hop up here. I'm getting pins and needles in my hind leg.
It's your stream.
And so we have the British and Irish Lions that have...
Yeah, they're watching Mario.
Okay.
And they're watching me too.
Oh.
I like her kicking every now and then. I see that one.
Thanks, Bertie. It looks as if my specs have got quite a bit of reflection on them, eh?
Got this.
I can't
So far, 4 penalties conceded to 5, handling errors 6 to 3. So that's quite interesting times ahead here. Both sides playing a very helter-skelter type of rugby, loose rugby. I think
One
that's very
half of
much the
rugby.
Lions kind of rugby. But then again, the Stormers have done well to keep the Lions at bay. And the Lions have also on a few occasions made quite a few errors.
That's fine.
And there's a penalty to the British and Irish Lions, and this
It's
could
safe.
make it 10-3 to them, as it's possible that Marcus Smith might just line up another kick and goal. Illegal binding by the front row. Bertie, I don't think there's any YouTube game. I don't think so. There shouldn't be YouTube rules. Not that I'm aware of.
Where is he fighting with?
I mean, if the reflection on this picture is a problem, well, then we've got a big problem. But I don't know. I'm not too sure what the YouTube rules are there, Bertie. The British and Irish Lions are on the counter-attack. They're about 10 metres out from the Stormers' try line, seeking their second try of the match in the 34th minute of the game. Cowan Dickey, the English international, about to throw it into the line-out. Has thrown it in. And the Lions trying to play the South African type of game style here, trying the catch and drive, and they're not getting very far. You can't beat a team by trying to play their game. Oh, Cowan Dickey gets the ball off, and he has scored the try. Second try for the British and Irish Lions.
No, that's me.
What?
And Mr. Warren Gatland underneath his mask, I think, is smiling quite a bit.
So that's not the kids.
No, it's not the kid.
Look, Cowan Dickey scores his first try for the British and Irish Lions.
I took
So did I.
from the meat pack.
Oh, I took the other
That's
thing.
why he was grounding his name.
Oh.
So the British and Irish
Oh, at the
Lions
back.
have scored their second try of the match.
Don't tell what to do.
Yeah.
Then everyone knows where to go.
What did we go? I thought I better not ask. Maybe you've got a magical.
And Cowan Dickey has gone
Got a
over
magical
for the
sun.
try.
Oh.
So we'll wait Marcus Smith with the
Oh.
with a conversion
So the
to
counter.
see if he will get it. He's got 1 from 1 so far,
Yeah.
making his international British and Irish Lions debut.
You don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
And Smith has slotted the conversion.
Yeah.
And we have 2 tries to the British and Irish Lions. To the Stormers, 3 points from a penalty that came in the 22nd minute of the game.
What's the fishes?
Suddenly we have a bit of helter-skelter.
Come on, the fishes.
How's it, Fishy? Good to be back, man. Good to be back. Indeed, we haven't seen each other for a long time, amigo. Very, very long time.
The yellow one? Your hand.
Yes, I know. I've been very busy for the last while. And now the British and Irish Lions attack again and still have the ball inside, this time inside their own quarter, in a defensive mode. Sorry.
Yeah.
What do you call a boomerang that won't come back? A stick. That's a good one, there, Alicia. Very good one.
Gorgeous.
I think that makes quite a bit of sense. And you can chuck it like a boomerang, but I mean, there's no chance it's coming back to you, guys. We go back to the Stormers on the counter-attack this time. Masimla's back there again.
Nasty.
Gives it off to the fullback, and the fullback passes it off. It's cleaned up eventually by, I think it could be Johan de Toy. Masimla again.
Danny Floyd. So swerve.
Masimla in position to clean this the ruck, base of the ruck again. Masimla again, and there's surprising that there's no penalty against number 7 of the British and Irish Lions there for not rolling away. Duplessis comes through. Masimla, Sweel gives a boot. Straight down Stuart Hogg's throat again, and Stuart Hogg is in perfect position to cover the kick by the Stormers, and the British and Irish Lions are back on the counter-attack again. And we have a potential interception, but it's dropped and it's fallen into the South African-born Duhan van der Merwe.
You stay with me.
Cowan Dickey goes forward.
Put it in.
makes a slight break. The British and Irish Lions still inside their own half, but pushing towards the 22. Marcus Smith kicks it up and under.
Here we go.
And it is caught by the Stormers fullback that eludes 2 tackles, 3 tackles. Juan de Jong catches the ball. That is on the halfway line. Naba gets the ball. Breaks through about a tackle. Couldn't break through any tackles, but he gains about a meter or 2.
We go. Oh, thank you, love. That's very kind of you.
Masimla shovels it away to
Okay,
De Jong. De Jong shovels it away to
You owe me
Sweel.
later.
Elstad, the captain, goes on to pass the ball off, and it's lost by them again by the Stormers. And the British and Irish Lions heck it ahead again.
Okay.
And the touchline wins the race with a 5-yard line out to the Stormers in the 38th minute of the first half.
Okay.
And the Stormers have a slight problem here. They're going to have to defend like Trojans over here. Otherwise, the British and Irish Lions will be 21 points up to 3. And it's a point of fact, it's a Stormers throw in my correction. I called the throwing incorrect. Flesh, we have some mornings which is jolly cold. There's some mornings around our areas, various areas of PE. We get up there where I am in Sherwood nowadays, 1 degree Celsius in the morning, and then over here in Charlotte area, roughly 5-6 degrees Celsius in the morning. That's pretty cold, eh? As a point of fact, this morning on my way towards Hankey, which is where we're working at the moment, it's there was one point on the mountain where it was -2, the lowest temperature that we recorded on the car, where it actually showed a little snowflake showing -2 degrees Celsius, which is pretty cold. Fortunately for us, we were in a car that has a, what you call it?
I just got the wrong word, the last word wrong. Typical. I said knife instead of knife. Knife.
And here come the British and Irish Lions have lost the ball again, and it's with the Stormers this time. This is Naba that's clearing it. Masimla now. Masimla tries a box kick and he kicks it into his own teammate there. And it's dived on by Sweel to force a 22 drop in to the Stormers in the 40th minute of the first half. We're probably on the last play of the first half. Take a man, go. Fleshy, I think some people need to learn what cold is, eh? Kian, how's it? Welcome to the stream. Please, if you're new, like, subscribe. And please pass it on to your friends too. Mr. Dobson doesn't look too happy a chap at the moment, albeit his team is only down by 14 points to 3 in the 39th minute, 40th minute. It's currently 39 minutes and 56 seconds.
What did you say?
And the Stormers, I think, have the scrum. Looks as though it's instead of it being a 22 drop in, I think it's a scrum. Indeed, Bear TV, you do your job there, boy. Smash that like button. Oopsie. Oopsie.
Multitask.
Now we have a.
I want to find it. Come on, it's a sign.
We have a scrum down by the looks of things. That's British and Irish Lions. Oopsie. Let's get on up here. And here we go. The Lions have a chance of putting the ball into the scrum. Is in the scrum.
I'm too scared.
Price gives it off to one of the centers here, and the Lions don't look as though they're ready to go in for halftime just yet. They're trying to break through. They're trying to break through. And Beard breaks it off. Hog. Oh, and there's a try to the British and Irish Lions on the halftime hooter.
Tell your grumpy aunt to take one as well.
And there
Why
it
are you
is.
gonna take
British and Irish Lions
The grumpy aunt.
have 19 points
Now I
Wait.
just need to click there.
to the points of 3 points of the Stormers.
Boy, leave boy out.
Mario, Mario.
Give me a sec.
Nice, busy man. Leave it.
There we go.
Crazy.
Sorry, can't help it. We're sometimes we're quite famous around here. thanks to G.
You're welcome. No, thanks to you. You're keeping the street going.
And we're keeping the stream going alive. Thanks for all your guys' support. Pat TV, thanks for being around here. And all of you other guys too. Great having you all here.
It's the best look. The best look.
And it's
But
great.
people-
It's
but
great to
people
have
national
little
pride-
ones
oh,
around us too.
Next.
I think they bring a little bit of atmosphere around here. Marcus Smith is attempting the conversion in
You
the
said it,
42nd
and I'm
minute
like-
of the first half.
You joined the stream?
They're approaching.
No, sorry,
He's
said
about
no,
to. He's preparing to take the conversion.
Winner.
So sien,
Winner.
gaan die van die ander kant om. Dat jy nie oom se drank kom stamp daar sy.
En dan moet sy
We have 21
Aw.
points to the Lions and 3 to the Stormers.
This gorgeous show.
Pretty much a disappointing end to the first half for the Stormers.
showing her
And we have hit the halftime.
having a sleep after 3 cocktails, a turkey's raki, and a very large wine.
Who did that?
Probably Fleshen.
God, man.
And Chantal is just crying.
Yes, Chantal, you are definitely, as a Stormers fan, I'm pretty sure you're worried about that second half because
No,
British
this
and
guy's
Irish Lions look
probably
like they
Ahmed, Gareth actually can behave himself.
probably that too. And he's
Also
quite good
shot.
with the kids too.
I've heard good kids. You actually know this.
We're in adverse at the moment, guys. So keep those comments flying through. Chantal, if you've got a million questions and 10, please hit us with them.
Well, that's
So we can
fine.
answer them
Fine,
for you.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Bear TV, I think they probably
But
would have
also
done much better.
Afghanistan,
It's just a
alright.
pity that COVID came in there and shot the Blue Bulls in the foot there to play against the British and Irish Lions. I mean, I think at the moment they are South Africa's strongest union. Flesh, no, we're not allowed to. About 10 o'clock tonight, we have to be at home, my bad. We have curfew at 9 o'clock. So by 9 o'clock, we got to be at home behind closed doors again.
9 o'clock or 10?
Yeah, 9 o'clock. Unfortunately, our curfew hits us pretty early at the moment again.
I still got some time.
We've got enough time to finish off the stream. We've got enough time to have a little bit of time with each other, but then not long afterwards we have to hit our way home. Yeah, you know.
Once it works like this, and that's it.
Yeah, no. So then
Well,
we've
it's
just
worse
heard
than
it.
a
We've just
shotgun.
heard it from the boss himself, from G-Man. He said there is a possibility of us having to end our stream early, but at the end of the day, it feels good to be back. Why was the tomato red? Because it saw the salad dressing.
That sounds like a SSS.
No,
Oh,
it's your miss.
Hashtag is not here tonight.
It's gonna be a
Indeed, Fleshy, there is such a thing as Zoom, and I'm
Because
sure
he's the
there's more than just
okay,
G-Man
there's
that's
so much shit about a evening bra.
streaming.
We
golf
are
team.
having an evening brunch.
Exactly. You said you had a funeral.
Thanks, Flesh. I appreciate it. It's good to be back. I haven't been back for quite a while. And hopefully I'll be a bit more frequent, say, from next week or the week after, depending on how things go next week. I think the president will probably be addressing us on Sunday night next week again, depending on what our numbers are
Maybe
doing.
another week, mate.
Or possibly another fortnight. Well,
Yeah, we are waiting, bro. You asked for a night stream? Oh, yeah, Moy's leading it. Got myself, I've got the queen of freaking dad jokes, Alicia, out here. We're waiting for you, but
yeah, so we're awaiting the rugby to come back, and we're awaiting the
it's
analysts
just gone
to
online.
analyze the
there we go.
first half analysis. I think the first half analysis from
Your
my
fault.
side,
But late.
I'd say the British and Irish Lions have got a lot to work on.
Alicia, mate.
Is considering
Hello.
that
Okay.
the Stormers were first on the board,
You have a favour?
and then the British and Irish
You have
Lions
a
scored
favours?
3 late first half tries. So I suppose at the end of the day,
And, it's supposed to be my sister.
it's it's good to see that that one of our Stormers, or that one of our teams
No.
is giving the Lions a good run for their money. But as you correctly said earlier, Bertie, I think the Bulls would have given them a better run for their money, being coached by Jake White.
My phone is on 17%.
Well, George.
Fleshy. Unfortunately, our liquor outlets and whatever are closed at the moment again. So yeah,
Which one
we've got slight problems there.
are you using all of them?
One.
The greasy stranger, welcome to you.
Shall I
Welcome to the
see one,
stream.
yeah?
We are at halftime at the moment.
Does not work.
With a quick restarts from the Lions, they're just focusing a little bit on those. They had quite a few of them, and it seemed as if
I need
it
a plug.
almost like backfired in their faces with these potential
Ah,
attempts
okay,
at
we'll work on
restarting
that.
quickly. But
He's in the kitchen.
at the end of the day, I think the Stormers did the right thing by slowing the game down and frustrating the Lions a bit in the first half to allow them only to score
there we
3
go.
tries. And only to score 3 converted tries at the end of the first half, and took them to about the 26th minute for the British and Irish Lions to get on the board with the first try, which to my mind is quite disappointing for the British and Irish Lions, as one would expect them to walk one of our provincial teams. But on the other hand, it's good for South African rugby that one of our strongest provincial sides is showing strength against an international strength team.
Where's Strangler? A greasy Strangler.
And we're still on the halftime interval. We're awaiting the second half to begin again. Just concentrated on the rush defense here by the Stormers. It looks as if the rush defense of the Stormers is not quite working. There are times when it seems as if it is working, but there's times when it's not working at all.
To a family, invite all fucking family.
So we're looking at the rush defense of the Stormers. They were just
Exactly.
briefly looking at it. And we have a bit of a look here at this first half. It's looking a bit on the disappointing side, I'd say. Good for rugby, but at the end of the day, I think the first half, we have the top performers on screen at the moment. Tackles made: Ernst van Rijn 11, Naba 11, Johnny Hill of the Lions 10, and there's another 3. There were quite a few tackles made. So
He's going to the shop. You need anything?
Huh?
He's going to the shop. You need anything?
Go back.
No, he's going home after this.
Go fuck, man.
I don't want the kids to use today.
Fishy, I think your odds are pretty good. So. I think both sides are in for a good chance. I think it could be a very fascinating series.
En nee, gaan sit. Dit is nie my probleem nie. Jou naam is nie en ek sorry. Ek soek so 'n stoel.
Just looking at the Lions' second try in the 29th minute, which was no wing in position there for the Stormers.
Kom met die ry. Kry dit genoem. Kom ry.
Kan ek al baie.
Kry die bal. Kan ek kom ek val die bal kry.
Ek wil net 'n paai van hom te deel asseblief. Vat almal.
Gesondheid daar.
Kamsahamnida. So lank Mario. Hy het plek warm gesit.
Ja, nee. Plek is warm hier. Baie warm. Ja, nee. Just looking at Cowan Dickey's try here briefly. Cowan Dickey that scored in the 38th or 39th minute of the first half there.
Coming back now.
I know.
Go ahead. Yeah. Out. No, we're not out.
Fishy. I wasn't even aware of the fishy here on my left hand side. Someone's playing the fool with me.
Yeah, that's everything at this gate.
Yeah, it could be £20. Bye, that Fleshy.
Don't go out the garage. You're
Sy kan put the stuff on.
Where are you going?
Oh,
Where are you going?
they're gonna get smarties.
Come back here.
Smarties above you.
Gareth, when she heard we coming here from this morning, I really told her,
So
listen, I'm gonna
we
drop
are
you
awaiting the
somewhere
second half
else.
Really?
beginning.
Ah,
Yeah, she made me crazy.
Just looking at the stats here,
Let's start up on
possession
Gareth's plan.
49% to the Stormers, 51 to the Lions. 55, 45 territory, turnovers 11-6, penalties conceded 5 each. Total lineouts 9 out of 10, 8 out of 8. Total scrums 3 out of 3 to both sides.
oh, people.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Swing.
Now you should actually
Swing
serve
the
it.
stream. Swing the
Yeah, I'll
stream.
have to swing it a bit more that
Team.
way. What's the team here? I'm knocking your drink over.
And you got to be included.
I know, I'm turning myself red now.
Smile funny for some.
There we go.
Yeah.
And we're all here.
Switch seats with me if you want.
Nah, it's
So that
good.
you're like in the
It's
middle.
good. It's good.
Oh,
You can lead with me. Why not? Can train you now
I don't know
as a
if you
second
know anything
trainer.
about that.
Don't get excited, woman. I just want to get
Yeah, no.
What are you doing?
Henry Hill,
Check
I'm a
this
South
one. You
African,
don't
but
like
I do on occasions do
Gorgeous.
Irish accents there, lads and lasses, and the Scottish. I could sound rather Gaelic when I want to, you know. You could just ask Gareth over here. He'll be rather, he was
what
rather
accent is
surprised
that
with,
you
with
do?
the Scottish
Ken.
accent there,
Although
lads and
Ken
lasses.
loves accents, so if Ken asks for an accent, you do what he wants.
Ken, which accent would you like there, mate? I can do the Australian.
South Afrikaans.
Fleshy,
anything but a
unfortunately,
bird.
my Welsh one's a bit very rusty. It's, you know, you said it yourself. Flesh, you said yourself that I've got an Irish that sort of borders Welsh, I suppose,
What?
accent is
This
what
is
I
like
would
enjoying
recall.
our company.
How's it all
Got it,
again,
Grubs?
Fleshy?
No, I mean, when is the break?
By the
Friday?
way,
Is that
guys.
over?
Fleshy
Oh.
says, how's it to you all?
Who?
Fleshy.
I know, Flash said that earlier. Good as you tell.
And we have a person in there that is very, very new. As you can see, she's still very small, so she's being exposed
Oh,
at a
mate,
young
yeah.
age. Very, very young.
He's like stuff, you.
Yeah, exactly, Ken. And then the Welsh turns to
Yeah.
Indian. You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Asian. It's like more Asian than than it's supposed to be. That's why I tried to. I think I'll stick to my Australian
Oh, yes.
or my South African or my Boerewonder soort, you know.
Mazikin. Full of shit.
It's true.
Hashtag no comment from me
Excuse
there.
me. You are.
Don't leave
Oh.
me hanging. There we go.
Oh,
I
what
just
did you
heard.
have?
So,
But you
I
said
just
that.
heard about it, Ken. I didn't watch the game because we had a president's address last night at 8:30. So it must have been
Try
right
and
about
get
the
an
time
answer
that
from
our
these
president
two
was busy
people.
talking.
Or try to see if they're still alive in lockdown.
That's just me. She still answers.
Actually, she does. She does.
Ne?
That is a legend.
Thank you.
But this one, just
Yeah, no, I can imagine. It couldn't be
Well,
easy.
you're exactly my sweet dog. Your tummy flu is swollen. Oh,
Oh, shame. Maar dat is maar even.
of course she does. Because my gorgeous
Wants the
face.
fish.
Uncle, she's fond of Uncle Gareth by the looks of things there.
I see Ken. I see Flexion. I see Ken.
Yeah, no.
This reminds me of
Where's the
last
rest of you
week's
guys? Bertie and you, the rest of you, are you still with us?
We'll do all
Have you all
together
gone to go refill your glasses for the second half?
before you fell asleep on us.
Yeah, sorry. I told you all I was tired.
At least you're honest. At least you're honest. Gareth,
Well,
I got a garden now, mate. The pizza, what? The Jerry's.
Ben
So,
and
so
Jimmy.
quick prize after there we go. I told you that's all you need, Mario. I'll just move the laptop
Move
screen
it.
just towards.
Towards you.
Yeah, if you know what. There you go. Hello,
There
Zach.
we go.
Welcome back.
Kenry
Because I
Hill
like
and
the
Welsh, and
nation.
at the moment I sound Asian and our
Okay, no.
youth team did get smashed by Argentina's
What?
best team.
Who said you
Oh
were?
well. Fleshy is, at least at the end of the day, you know that Wales is getting a team that's starting to blood the youngsters for when guys like Win Jones, some of those guys decide to hang up their boots in the probably not too distant future.
Gareth, if you wait, it's not me.
H Dick! H Dick! It's about time you're right, man.
Oh,
You're only
God,
about
here we go,
40
here we
minutes
go.
late, mate. As you can see, the entire squad is here.
You're late.
You're late, man. You're late. Why are you
Said
late,
it.
mate?
She said it. It's your fault. We did have a funeral to attend. You did tell me. So give him an hour.
Understood. We'll give you leeway there, HTech. Sorry to hear about the loss there, mate. I know it's not the easiest thing to go through in life, eh?
You know that?
I think we all know
I'm
it.
doing my sit down. I can't stand the Zane for age. Okay, tell them what you are.
And let
All good, HTech. 3 a.m. in the morning. That's pretty early in the morning, eh? That's a legendary thing to do there.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to scare you like that. That would have been okay.
Good man, Fleshy.
Hashtag,
Good to
you
know.
are clearly watching this. Get that time limit because that would have been a good one. You got a joke on me for the rest of your life.
The second half, we're about to begin. Still half time.
I'm not
Two
saying
teams are
anything.
coming out onto the field.
I'm not
21-3 to the Lions.
Oh,
But at the end of the day, the Stormers are giving the Lions a good run for their money before next week's test
I'm
match.
okay on a Zoom in 30 minutes. Well, enjoy it for us when you can.
Good luck, H-Tech. I know that's, like
And
I
then
said
once
earlier,
you're done
those are
with
not
your
the easiest
Zoom-
things to do.
You probably will meet with us later.
Indeed, HT. So
We
they're
had
just bringing up the
H-Tech, we had
stats again.
Eugene, we had Zay. No, Zay. We had the whole group one.
Yep, at one stage we had the whole group here.
You went to the game.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
weren't
true.
there.
I wasn't here. I wasn't here. I've been missing in action for a while.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's true. I was told about it. And we have the second half that is underway, and I will be taking away the HT on the banners there, guys. Just give me a sec.
You take out the score too, but I'll move this way.
You know,
Oh.
but take the score always.
Hello, Jade. Welcome back.
Stormers are playing like Trojans at the moment, I must admit.
Huh?
Games after you said me.
You're not
Sorry,
allowed to
again?
put the game on while you're talking.
No, you can't.
Copyright
Gee.
and all.
H-Tech is asking what's with the bright red cheeks.
It's the wine I'm drinking, man.
He's drinking a lot of wine there, laddie.
I saw my dad had a little wine sneaking there, so I had to taste it.
So the Stormers have the ball. No, sorry, correction. The Lions have it. Watson gives it off to Cowan Dickey.
H-Tech.
Cowan Dickey has the ball. Now we've got Ali Price. It looks like he's got a bit of a headband on his head. Marcus Smith gives a rolling kick straight into Sweel's hands, and
That's not
Sweel
bad,
clears
man.
the lines,
I don't want
and
that.
we have it straight down the Lions' throats
I
again.
could have a shell proof.
Attacking again the British and Irish Lions.
Can I go on
Price
the
gives it off to, I think it's,
British one.
not too sure who that was, number 14. I've forgotten the surnames here. Having a bit of a blank moment there, but the Stormers definitely doing their part to keep this game alive.
You enjoyed that. I'd like to hurt my mother.
Kenry Hill, I believe there was no French this morning.
Gareth, drink it. Don't smear. It's on your cheeks.
So on come the
Up
British and
yours.
Irish Lions, and it's knocked on by Adam Beard.
Hey, Gareth, what's the...
And effectively, there should have been a
Really?
penalty to the Stormers for offside play.
Shame.
Why does the mermaid wear seashells?
Sorry?
She outgrew her bee shells.
Raw.
That is a good one.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Did you see that one? Did you see that? Did you see that one? HT.
No, what?
Why did the mermaid?
That actually is for Floyd.
What was it?
That H-Tech joke is not a joke.
Yeah, no, totally with
I
you.
hope you read all the previous ones.
Did, of course you did. H-Tech and I talked to out today.
There we go.
There you go.
Very good one, that HT. That's a very good one.
You've done that, huh?
We're in the 40s. We're in the second minute of the second
Okay.
half. Stormers have a chance of counter-attacking. Yeah, Gatland was similar to put the ball into the line, into the scrum.
So, sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. Just talk to them what sort you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because no one's watching Mario. Everyone's watching everyone else but Mario.
Okay, cool beans. And I think maybe you must just take over the stream
Exactly.
for a few minutes.
So,
I'm going to be leaving you guys for a few minutes and leaving you in the capable
Well,
hands
talk to
of
Zane.
G-Man.
we'll talk to Zane first.
I'm going to talk to Zane.
Hello, team.
What now?
No, Mario's worried about everyone. And then I just thought, no one's worried about Mario and Mario's food. So, kind of need to take over so Mario can get his food sorted. So, hello, Ken. No, I didn't, exactly. I didn't think anyone was watching. Oh, really? Why does the mermaid wear seashells? Shall crew be shells? This is how we do our jokes, Dad.
Mm.
The rugby's boring. We do it. Chicken and spoon, whatever. Okay, guys, you in the control. I'll take over from Mario. Mario needs to eat. So you take over. We're 44 minutes in this freaking second half. The British and Irish Lions are 21 points to 3-8. It's a walkover.
It's sorted.
Yeah?
Our meat looks like it's sorted. That's not in the packet anymore.
We'll just double check the team and then I'll give you back. Birdie says 17-14. Birdie, what have you seen, right? No, Birdie's one of my moderators. He's one of my guys who watches me. So I don't know where he's seen that one. Did you like, smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. Cool, but Birdie, what's a 17-14 you're talking about? Oh, Bulls versus. Oh, why do you have to remind us about the Bulls in SA?
Oh, say more.
Check, but maybe check inside the fridge.
What?
So maybe just check inside the fridge. Somebody didn't stick mine in the fridge.
No,
No, man, it will be outside. Sorry.
all the meat was.
No, you didn't take it out of your car. I can't believe it. Yeah, that was the Springbok Bull score. I thought so. Thank you. I didn't think I was losing it. That's Ken.
Your dog ate his meat.
Huh?
Your dog ate all of his meat.
Yeah.
No worries.
All my meat was eaten by Rusty. And Rusty killed it all.
Ow!
Bullshit.
I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. No, most likely be on the. Yes.
Probably is Zane. Because
What is it then?
where is your meat?
No, I don't know. It was in the packet, but it's out of the packet, so shoot on the fire.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's what I said to Zane too. Zane says no, it's not on the fire.
No one's Rusty will eat your meat.
No.
No, there's no way.
No worries.
But he
When it was
was
on the table, so
It's fine if it's not. We got meat.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, there's plenty.
Mine will most likely be in that meat somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If not, you're gonna eat it us.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's what I said. Not to.
But before you
to,
said comfortable, take it.
Hey, you cheeky shit. Well, anyway, I can get myself at the top. Now, too.
What's-
A top on the top, baby.
Up yourself. You know the glasses?
Oh, wait, I don't think the top is there yet.
The
Up yourself?
Stormers play much alive. They're passing that ball fast.
They are,
Or am I right?
I tell you what
Just
I've
don't
seen
share it
from
again.
this scrum off this machine. The ball is coming out like a bullet out of the right. And everything's good. And
You have to
surprisingly,
remind me. I forgot about that.
it looks as if.
It's a nice bit of cuddling in me.
If you looked at how South Africa played against
Yeah, okay.
against
they're
the Lions.
playing. Yeah.
The way they played against the Lions, Buck the coach was always getting the ball out quickly.
Yeah.
So you must have watched that game. You must have surely told the scrum of
Yeah.
She likes
you
to
make
pass more
sure
than
that you're at the base of every single rap. I think there was one like in the entire first half where he was at the bottom of the rack.
See, kicking me out.
And he actually just pushed the
Yeah.
forward to
I'm
go and
talking
get the
about
ball.
what?
I can teach you the lines. I can also
Yeah.
destroy the men.
And this time it's actually all four. Because I know
Yep.
many of
I don't
them.
mind them losing
No, I mean, if
by
it's,
that much. But if you're playing a
Huh?
decent game,
if you lose a game 21-3 or 21-2,
Not bad.
whatever it is,
Mario,
you
Lali
can-
needs help.
I'm talking to them.
Sorry.
No, I'm talking to them.
Lali needs help,
You
Rick.
cheeky shit. Yes, she needs help. I can see she needs help.
So there's the idea that maybe you forgot to buy.
No, I didn't forget to buy.
You got to lose
I
the
got
packet.
through.
No, there's no
Same.
proof of it. There's nothing on
There's
the
nothing, there's not, yeah, they might not.
Yeah, but you
say,
didn't take it from the phone.
I did.
Yes,
Trying to be sneaky this one.
Oh.
No. I mean, like you said, I mean, like you go down 21-10, 21-17, it means like giving the Lions a run for their money. At the end of the day, it stuffed up a few of the
Look,
Lions
there's a
players.
long way to go in the game.
No, for sure.
But what I'm saying is I'm seeing good open play.
And you
from-
see positive
Yeah,
results.
exactly.
That's what you want to see.
That's
You want to see
exactly-
positive, like,
That's
even
the
if
I don't want to see this
being
defense,
like-
defense.
Couldn't even come visit
No, you
you the
don't
other day
wanna,
because you were in
Don't
hospital.
imagine
What
What's
is
wrong?
soccer game inside this
What?
line.
My heart.
I was seriously upset with that.
My must admit,
Hey,
it's like I said,
what's your
when,
channel?
when you asked me to go into the stream, I said,
The
now's
eyes.
the worst way to decide a winner ever. 50-50. My old man always said, it's 50-50. Penalty shootout, I mean, one guy misses, that's it.
I hate it.
Not the wrong way the other day.
If I remember correctly on his stream, somebody pointed it out and said, why didn't they keep the golden goal rule?
She's finally
Yeah.
getting a
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
no, sure.
you go into extra time and you score in the 96 minutes, that's it.
Not when I
Also
wanted to
goes, that's
visit
it.
the other day.
10 minutes, 10 minutes, and do another 10
So
minutes.
sick,
10
no?
minutes.
Oh.
Another guy get bucket, but both
That's
teams
broke
getting
my
the
heart.
same way.
No,
It's
exactly.
not one for standing there in the goal and getting
Yeah,
hammered by guys.
Hey, they're rusty.
But I must admit they were coming.
They're rusty.
I think the Italian, from my mind, the Italian goalkeeper
Snuff.
definitely deserved the play of the
There
tournament.
we go.
I mean,
Good
he,
looking.
many an occasion he saved the Italians high.
He
Good
was
boy.
incredible. Yeah.
I mean, he definitely saved their high on quite a
Wait,
few
the whole
counts.
laptop went like
I mean,
this.
you think of it, you think to yourself, the semi-final, how many times did he not save the team's backs? Where the Spanish could have easily scored.
To
He
me,
was
the
in the way.
Spanish was the better team.
Exactly. I mean,
Right.
we actually said, as my man also said, he said the Italians actually were lucky to go through.
Yeah, I agree.
He said,
Such
no,
a sweet
the
lord.
Spanish were just unfortunate, but then again, my uncle was also saying the Portuguese earlier on in the round
Yeah,
of 16
it's all the
fixtures,
same.
they were
I'm
seriously
actually almost
unlucky.
glad my
They
nephew
had, I
didn't
think, 2 or
come
3
tonight.
posters.
Yeah,
So like I said, you know, that
This is something that
particular
is
day,
this is soft
when you
spot.
went to
on
fire,
that time, yeah.
you're hitting the goal posts and the
I mean,
goal.
England came out in that game against you guys.
Yeah,
And I mean, they were brilliant. For the
They were,
first
yeah.
15, 20 minutes.
but I don't know.
Shit, Mario, you forgot to tell me we're live.
Oh, sorry.
I'm busy entertaining the kids.
You're still live, matey. You're still live. Keep going.
Yeah, but no, tell Mario to stop talking to you. Look at you, mate. Everyone's not mocking me like I'm the poo-poo.
See? You're
Sorry.
drinking it outside?
No, what?
You finished it. And you
Outside,
gave it
yeah,
to
if you
Mario.
can find one.
Glass by me.
That one, yeah.
That's all.
I know I got the empty glass by me. Now
Yeah.
I must have put the drink.
Where's the drink?
Just keep going. I'll go sort
I
myself.
think she's there.
You go sort it out because I need to recover this.
But you better come.
See, man, we were wondering what you were doing. I was talking to the kid.
Is that our fault?
She's definitely entertaining the people.
Oh, geez, no, H-Tech saw that. Of all people who needed to see it, it was H-Tech.
G-Man just showed us outside there, H-Tech.
Tell Mario to stop talking about the Euros. Exactly. Yeah, Mario, you won. You won.
Sorry, I can't help it. Can't help
That's
it.
Martin. I'll stop him.
Take an inflation. A Welshman, bloody Italy.
Yeah.
Ken Roy says, try Lions. What? No, the Lions scored. Thank goodness.
Look at this.
What do you
Whoa. You guys missed it.
Whiskey, man.
You guys missed it.
Oh, yeah, Zane offered me one. Yeah. No. What? Ask Zane. Zane's a boss.
Forward, forward. Oh. Hey, hey, hey.
Dear Chad. Woo! Good Chad.
Oh,
No, you forgot.
thank
You're
Yes,
gorgeous.
you forgot. You're right. You forgot.
That's my bookmark.
Well, I know this is Teacher Jade or Jade, something different.
Go for it.
Jade, I got a baby here.
She's killing
Oh,
me.
he's back.
That's him. That's him.
Yeah,
He's
what
back.
pressure.
That was when good.
This is the
He came back tonight for the first,
This is good.
and God knows how he even came back. Then
What happened to
Mario.
Peter?
Alan Jones is making his return to the field tonight.
I believe so. I actually heard it earlier in the week.
Jade?
Yeah,
Like,
he's
a
on.
miraculous
He's on.
return.
Jade,
Gee,
So
whiskers.
he stays on.
That's
a real miraculous
return, that.
Jade,
Because I mean, it looked like
Yeah.
he may have buggered his shoulder up in the way they carried him
Yeah,
off the way he
that was
went off the field against
No, it's
the
dislocated. It's dislocated. They
He's
say
in
it's
a month,
incredible.
he's fixed.
But I
Apparently
never
they'll
trusted
We are
it.
going to put this away now.
Did they
He
maybe,
wants to play.
maybe it wasn't as bad. But
Yeah.
they exaggerated it. So they said it was
No,
Uh,
bad.
crazy aunt. It's a crazy aunt.
and he's the twist.
Bill.
That's what I'm saying.
That's playing mind game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Playing mind game.
Just as Jade wants to ask Uncle Gareth a question.
You mean Uncle Gareth wants to ask Jade a question?
Same thing.
No, it's not.
People laugh. People
It's
laugh.
reversible.
You switched it.
I should get pissed off now.
He's already pissed off.
Hi, Jane. How are you? How are you? You good? You comfortable? It's a breeze, all right? Yeah, yeah.
You're very lucky.
Everything we're warming up. I just want to let you know. It's good going rugby. It's like the Stormers are almost winning the British Irish Lions. I just wanted to share that with you. Just in case Mario got too overexcited, I just wanted to know how to back up.
What on earth are you talking?
Hey, Jane.
Well, don't you want to do me a favor? Just turn off the fish. Just to turn off the light. I've been awake for too long. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah. The one next to it, it is close.
Gee, whose is the Sprite? Davey.
Thanks.
Zane spray.
You'll be having that with the Southern Comfort, I'm sure.
That far.
Is it that far? Sorry, Gareth.
Thinking about it.
Any gap I've got, I'm going to take. There you go.
There we go.
Mm.
I blame Jane. I mean, Jane and I were skinny on school well. I mean, Jane and I could cuddle here and chat. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Watching.
I have a question for you.
I'm watching because I'm scared of Jane. Always been scared of Jane. Slush puppies. There you go. She saw mommy. Oh, God.
Yeah,
So,
for
mommy.
sure, mommy.
Come on, Sana, Mama, too.
You know exactly where to go to get a flight.
I'll ask my question when I come back.
That's why I got the chair. 23. 23 children. What?
I sort of want the lines to open up. But the thing is, the Stormers are playing all rugby back.
Because we're not good.
No, it's good. This is
I want to check out something new. Because. Nah.
Kelly wants to ask you.
We'll turn it off. Chatal, Yuri, team. You're still normal. Talk to me. Guys still not working. I get a little video call for fun and giggles. So, yeah. Narcissist said, nope, yeah, no, I was scared. It's like this is whiskey or whatever they can't design. No, the Bill, I think come back in a few weeks' time. Hello, Jamie.
Speak to that. Yeah.
Have you an idea when they could possibly open?
Okay, but English.
No, this guy there. I'm just reading a comment.
Yeah,
Nice and sleazy. He's Irish chap. Sorry, Welsh.
Well, okay.
Him and his family always send me a message, like Christmas or whatever.
Oh, really?
Or him and his family together. Give out, nice to see you.
Cool.
All these types of things. Hello, Joe.
Hmm.
Flesh is the same. He's also Welsh, man. His wife's a teacher. So, of course, the teacher if he's in shit.
Shame on you, Gareth,
What?
for not inviting Wayne.
What? I don't do anything.
Apparently.
Who told Wayne?
Invite.
No one did nothing.
Who told Wayne?
No
No
one.
one did nothing.
That, or someone's going to pick that.
What?
No, I was asking where is. I didn't say.
No, Wayne, I spoke the other day.
Not
Yeah,
this
good.
moment.
You say,
And I was like,
Which is Wayne?
Wayne's
he didn't know about
as.
it, so it just made it public.
What about it too?
Is he the one that I know? Yeah.
What did you tell about it?
Just now.
Team, I'm back again. I'm back.
You're forgetting your public.
Where's my phone?
I don't know. Where's your phone?
H-Tech, can you guys? Sorry, G-Man is clearly forgetting about you. I don't know why. Let's get back to the rugby.
Notice certain things.
58th minute of the game, penalty to the British and Irish Lions.
Wayne was with his girlfriend in the safari 2 weeks ago.
And it's 28 points to 3 within the 58th
and
minute of the game.
I joked
Harris
with-
comes on in place of
with Wayne,
Henshaw
I
for
said,
the British and Irish
Oh, so
Lions.
this is how you do it.
And
Because he always gives me
Simons
shit.
and
So now he's obviously going back
Davies
at me.
entering the field there
because
also
obviously
for the
with
British
you
and Irish
guys.
Lions in the 58th minute. The Lions
So
making some
now-
wholesale changes here.
And Mario, they're looking quite.
Mhm.
They're not looking quite shaky. They're looking as
Louis
though
Rees
it's a good
Sammet
game there.
What did you
Also
say?
entering the field in place of Josh Adams.
And now when I told you didn't invite Wayne, I don't think he's watching your live right now.
On the
H-Tech,
screen
clearly
or-
there's bigger distractions here for this G-Man, eh? Very big distractions. Oh yeah, thanks, H-Tech. I'll fix the score. Thanks, my bad.
Share it again. Actually, don't you share on me. I don't kiss me.
Thanks, H-Tech. Thanks, I appreciate it. Bertie, I also appreciate it from your side. I might have to fix it though again in a minute.
Oh,
Where is it my fault? I asked you to look after it
not
for
you,
me.
you twat.
Why you make women angry?
She was a take a phone.
Okay, Fleshy. Good man. Thanks, G-Man. We'll check them out in a moment.
It's a lucky tree of that, huh?
The British and Irish Lions have been penalised
No, she hasn't like and she
No, I
stopped
don't
it.
think-
in
It's
the
a-
She figured it
59th
out.
minute.
And I spend like 3 hours in that tree, snoring and watching TV.
Oh, you mean the TV watching you for a time?
Yes.
I know that feeling too. It's
Yeah,
all right.
like
I know
the
exactly what.
complex complaints because of, I mean, this one in this land. They look
Stormers have
gorgeous.
also made a few changes.
They look gorgeous.
Mhm.
Fine.
That's a penalty shoot.
Thanks, Fleshy. Appreciate that. The SA
Check what?
accent is great.
Gosh, what was the
H-Tech sent you some. Fleshy said he sent you some photos of what it looks like in a pub in the UK.
I know what it looks like in the public. Yeah. That's why Saint came.
And the Stormers have won yet another
We are
penalty
enjoying
here,
ourselves tonight.
pushing towards
And they
the
got it.
opposition
Smarties.
half.
Who smarties are those? No. Ah, that's the owner.
I think she's
Don't
pointing
give-
at the both of us,
No,
man.
no,
They look like the
no.
split
Don't give me
hand.
smarties.
Your mom.
Huh?
She'll kill for those.
So, no, she
Yeah.
would,
She's not the other liquid.
No, but both those kids, eh?
Mm.
Did you see Sister
Quick
Mom?
little stats. Own lineouts won 15-11 and lineouts lost. Lions won.
Yeah.
Stormers 0.
Mm.
H-Tech, sorry, the Smarties are already devoured over here. Eh? Devoured in 2 seconds. They're gone. The box is already thrown away, but sorry. You look for a jelly free shop over there in Aussie, mate, and see if you can find some over there, matey. Good luck.
There you go.
You looking for?
Or else you'll have to make a plan to get a flight out here to
Okay,
Essex to
one
get
of the
some
stories,
Smarties,
hey,
my man.
just chill and not relax.
Just come in, check the end of his arm. I was looking for my glasses the other day, and my wife said to me, "They're on your face."
We can make it happen.
He had it.
If you relax.
Oh well, H-Tech, sorry, we devour Smarties in 2 ticks over here, my bad.
Don't fight with that shit. That's just work.
They saying Smarties, he's calling us Smarties sluts because we've devoured all the Smarties.
So, don't fight.
What is the hardest to swallow? Reality. That's quite true.
Okay, now it's when my boy and we'll start it off.
This week, this is going to be an
This
interesting.
is going to be very interesting last 18 and a half minutes of the
This is gonna
second
be
half.
the best. Just gonna toilet now.
Yeah, he looks
What
a bit
is-
nervous.
wait,
eh?
wait.
Gatland looks a bit nervous.
Yeah, but he's got
What is the hardest to swallow? Reality. It's a good one. It's not, yeah, people don't understand. Ha ha, Alicia, mate.
That was classic. Now the way she tiptoed past your feet there, Uncle Roger.
Mm.
She made sure she tiptoed between your feet and the, and the table to make sure she doesn't knock anything off. Tiptoeing.
To my phone, there, mate.
What's up, Chief?
My phone.
Oh, your phone? You don't have your phone there,
Ah,
laddie.
people. I don't know who it is. I'm just doing.
I definitely don't have it. Sorry.
You look gorgeous. You look gorgeous.
You got a lot of them.
They both do. That's the mother's character.
Absolutely.
This is Oscar winner over there.
Mm.
And then
Yes,
the other one is Mrs. Floki. Straight.
What's a horny pirate's
Yeah,
worst nightmare?
Floki, not Loki.
A sunken chest and no
You are
booty.
just so quick. You don't even know.
Good one there, hashtag.
Huh? What you said?
What's a horny pirate's worst nightmare? A sunken chest and no booty.
Ah, the kids here is.
Yeah, hashtag, we have some
That's
but
why.
they can't
Some young
interpret.
ones.
They can't interpret.
also true.
They
They
can't, thank
can't
God.
interpret the English that well. Yet.
It's Alicia's fault.
That was a good one.
That was a good one, yeah.
I like that.
Back to the rugby we go. 63rd minute of the second half. Of the match, correction. Davies about to feed for the Lions. Into the scrum. Penalty advantage to the Lions. Off it goes. To no number. To Stuart Hogg. To Van der Merwe. Incredible strength from Van der Merwe. Hogg. Incredible hands. Oh,
Good turn.
and
Oh,
forcing the
scored.
ball may well have gone into touch, but the referee says it is not in touch, and so too does the
Here we go.
touch judge. And the Lions are playing beautiful rugby.
He's hopping over there.
Good on from Irish.
Wynne
Oh,
Jones
Scott.
passes it on.
On the bush.
Davies gives it off to Marcus Smith. Smith tries the cross kick, and there's two waiting.
Get
And
in!
it's a try for Talgburn for the British and Irish Lions.
That's
His
surprising.
second try of the match. Excellent vision there from Marcus Smith. Nobody. Oh, hang on a sec.
But,
Interesting. We've had a double blast on the whistle. The referee has said, hang in there, boys. It might possibly not be a try.
Fine, you're allowed to. Go back. Try that.
I think they're a bit shy now. But
Got Danny
we
Floyd.
have
said nothing.
apparently
Danny Floyd's just enjoying
Ooh.
like peace and quiet.
forward pass.
forward pass, majorly forward. No try.
I don't pay them anyway.
So funky. Although what you
I
said,
think
that's
that
a
pass
bit
was
of a-
majorly forward, and we go back to a scrum down to the Stormers for a forward pass. Indeed, that was great play by the back line.
That's a Scotsman, by the way, Dad.
What did Cinderella
That,
say
that,
to
that,
her
that,
prince?
that big Dutchman.
Want to see if it
okay,
if it
yeah.
fits?
One van hem hebben.
Mm-mm.
What did Cinderella say to her
You
prince?
see how they
Too
spell it?
hard.
No, it's actually Devon.
I don't, Devon, whatever.
Why change his first
You know how big he is compared to freaking.
massive.
He's massive, is that? And you know what's scary?
Mario, you should have a few giggles.
He plays.
Indeed.
He's a good player.
Steve Smith, we're not allowed to show the game, mate. Sorry. It's what you call it? It's
Copyright.
copyrighted. So copyright, not showing the game. Apologies. Although if you look on the fish tank, you should be able to see a major reflection over there of the game itself. You might not be able to see the score. You can see our gorgeous faces. Buton Sean Bucus, thank you. We haven't hit that score just
Hello.
yet, but it looks as if it's coming.
Welcome.
Well done, baby boy. Well done.
Different game, man.
Singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera.
Eh?
That's true, that Bertie. That's oh so true. You hear that one, Uncle Roger?
I'm sure you'll come from Jack.
Says here,
I'll
singing
tell
in
you
the
like-
shower is fun
Put you
until
on
you
the
get
floor.
soap in your mouth. Then it becomes a soap opera. Why
You
can't
will
it
not.
Put
Tricks?
on the ball, man. Oh,
Why can't the tricks clap?
T-Rex.
T-Rex clap.
You're probably never going to see Storm again.
Clap. Because it's dead. That is true. It's not dead.
Yeah?
It's
Everything
extinct.
in Afrikaans.
I know. It's just by nature, you know, because you're Afrikaans speaking, so I try to speak your language for you.
Oh, so I must speak Afrikaans here.
Well, you can.
Ja, ik ga baie goed af.
Why have you eaten?
Not yet, buddy boy. I'll eat just now. Don't worry, we've still got a decent amount of time. It's only up to 7 now. Still early.
Oh, okay. Because the college kids are gonna sit with us and they're pudding, and then you're gonna be missing out on pudding.
Where's pudding?
Good question. I'd
No,
like to
it's
know.
not. I know it's not.
And
I'm
mom
trying to get Maya
mom was
to-
also asking for pudding.
Oh, glory.
Gotta manage.
Oh, gosh. On we go with the Stormers on the counter-attack, still inside their own half, breaking through slightly through the Lions' defence, brought to ground.
Why can't it just go?
Mandatoy touches the ball for the first time since I started commentating this evening. Couple of subs on the park here already for the British and Irish Lions.
Well done.
The Stormers still doing jolly well for what's going on.
They're out there. They can't tap anymore.
And we have Stuart Hogg that's on the counter. Looked almost like it could have been unceremoniously dumped. So on they go.
Sorry.
Watson gets the ball over here.
Okay, so that what? Still alive.
And on we go again with Davies. It passes off to Marcus Smith. Smith gives it off to Vunipola. Vunipola has made a break. It looks like a forward pass again. Smith again. On to Duan van der Merwe. Van der Merwe makes a breakthrough. Smith again. Brought to ground and the ball goes into touch. 65 minutes, 64 minutes almost. Correction. 67 minutes almost got in the game. Third time's the charm. And Marcus Smith surprisingly still on the field.
Mario,
Not replaced
jy
yet.
het jou kos gekry, was op die vloer.
O, seker uitgeval.
Nee, dit het in die sak op die vloer gesit mooi saam met die kout.
O, okay. Okay, dit maak sin. Oh well. What kind of bees produce milk? Okay, flesh it. Ek het juist daar gestop spesifiek vir hiertjies. Yeah, unless you can't hear just yet, but you never know what strange thing might just be your first word, you know. This you can see yourself on the TV. I wish you can see yourself. Yeah. How do you follow Will Smith in the snow? You follow the Fresh Prince. Thanks, Fleshy. Your apologies accepted, buddy boy.
Provincial ballet.
Yeah.
Hy het gespeel met dit.
Uh-huh. How do you follow Will Smith in the snow? You follow the Fresh Prince. Pas soos
Maar hy kom op.
met ander woorde, hy het so pas in die sneeu getrap, so jy kan dit sien. The face still looks lost. Die gesig lyk nog steeds vertraag, wegverlore.
She doesn't know the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She won't get it.
Don't look like it. Jesus Deuce, no, he's not drunk or too drunk. He's just a bit busy at the moment, and he asked me to lead the stream on his behalf. So yeah, I mean, I'm just doing what I can, and I see I've missed something there on the scoreboard already again. Distractions. Oh well, distractions are always a good thing, you know. You know what they say, change is as good as a holiday.
33.
Yeah, 53 could be 55.
Bless you, Corona. Corona.
Nope.
Sanitize.
If you've got sanitizer there, great, I'll sanitize immediately.
Where's the sanitizer? Mario can't stop sneezing.
Yeah, I went to your young lad talking to my mom. I said, Ma, you fine?
What kind of car does an electrician
I
drive?
said, do you want to come join us?
Volkswagen.
No, fat. What's it doing?
Right time indeed, Bear TV. I see there's a try there to the British and Irish Lions.
So I said to my mother, Ma, are you sure? Yes, yes. Very fun. Very special.
So the Lions have yet another score, and it's 35. He's converted it.
That's what I told you.
35 points to 3.
Mario, focus.
Yo,
Why is your food on the floor?
good question, Zane. I don't know.
No.
I honestly
That's
don't
not a
know.
good question. It's a dumb question.
You know what last he told me? Oh, did it fall?
No. Did someone steal it or something?
Nope, wasn't stolen.
Are you sure?
That much it wasn't.
Are you?
100% sure, anyone.
You need to look after your food, boy. Here.
Jesus deuce. Though I have a brilliant Nelson Mandela joke, but I can only say it in person.
Look at Station's reply.
How does a squid go into battle? Well, that's a good one, that Fleshy. That's a good one. A very good one. It is well armed indeed.
Sê vir my met haar hartjie nog.
At Jesus
Thank you,
deuce,
Baie.
thank you so much. Yeah, Verti. Thank you, guys. Thank you for correcting me there. Yeah, I didn't see the conversion coming up. Kicked away by the Lions towards the Stormers 22, into their 22. The Stormers counter-attacking is the fullback. Wrapped up beautifully by the Lions. Vunipola is among them that's wrapped him up. Bear TV, the score is right now, 35 points to 3, my bad. And the ball goes into touch. We have 71 minutes gone in the match.
72.
It's pushing towards 72. We're in the 72nd minute of the match now.
That's fine.
That's okay.
This one.
Worse.
Must say it's okay.
Hello. Hello.
Tackles made 108 by the Stormers, 116 by the Lions, 29 missed by the Stormers, 14 by the Lions.
Peekaboo.
Beautiful. Wie dit geteken.
Sorry, Bertie, I know I'm slacking. I'm being distracted, as you can see. I've got a couple of little ones around here, which they are quite cute to be around, eh?
Anything under 5 is a distraction.
Yeah, no, anything under 5 indeed is a distraction indeed. Quite correctly put there.
Zet de pleister hier zo aan, want dus rooi in de bos. Nee, het maar iets zo goed. Stop, nee. Nee, wat het rooi kan die as, nee.
So we're awaiting the play to restart.
Voor onze pleister aanzet, nee. Nee, maak het schoon.
Indeed,
dan
Bertie.
zet onze pleister aan.
RIP boiled water, you will be missed. True that. Correction. RIP water in general, you will sorely be missed because we have 10.19% water left in our dams as of this morning.
Is it?
Combined capacity.
Yeah, we've got problems.
Big problems. If we don't have proper rain soon, we're going to have major problems. I think we're already in deep problems as it is at the moment. Deep trouble. So the Lions are on the counter again. Into the line out that's thrown. Davies has it. Passes it to number 22, 20 there, sorry. Marcus Smith gives a cross kick. Oh, beautiful cross kick to Van der Merwe. Slips over his own feet, unfortunately. And a penalty to the Stormers for holding on. Against, I think, Duan Van der Merwe there. Ironically, the turnover won by Juan de Jong, a ex-Springbok international. And a good idea for the Stormers here would be to kick a touch.
Look at that. Yeah.
Smith is a great story. The first Filipino Englishman to play for the Lions. Has great things ahead of him. Fleshy, here's something for you. They're not the British and Irish Lions anymore because you know why? They've got Bandi Aki, who's New Zealand born. They've got a whole Duan van der Merwe is South African born. Whereabout do you see your English and your Irish and all those guys and your Scottish and your Welsh? It's the Commonwealth Lions, my friend.
Yeah. Stormers get the ball on attack.
Stormers lose the ball on the try line in the 73rd minute. 7 minutes to play, and they had a chance of getting 7 points to make it 35-10, and they messed up their chance. So the British and Irish Lions have another chance to clear their lines. Handling it is 12 by the Stormers, 7 by the Lions. Stormers haven't made as much play as the Lions, but they've definitely made a lot more errors. Kieran, that's not quite the case because there's quite a few that play for Scotland and so on too. I mean, if you think of it, one that never made the Scottish team is VPNL. Sorry, not the Scottish, the British and Irish Lions team is VPNL, which is also a South African-born player. As the Lions counter-attack again, here goes Louis Rees-Zammit for yet another try on tour. Will score, I think, his 4th or 5th try on tour, going to boot with the other tries he's scored on tour thus far. This Welshman has incredible wheels. Fleshy that, my friend. I think you guys have a talent over there on that right wing position in Louis Rees-Zammit. A definite bright future for that Welsh international.
Just took off. All the way.
Flesh, that's good to know, eh? That's good to know. It's a pity that I couldn't play rugby in the UK myself, eh? Otherwise, I'd also become a Scottish international or something. Although, then again, I'll prefer going to Italy. I'll become an Italian international rather than play against you guys. Though you'll probably wallop me every time. It's all right. I'm used to it. When it comes to rugby, I'm used to it. When it comes to soccer, then I'm not used to it. Or football, as we say, using the correct term.
Have you calmed down?
Yeah, Fleshy is a bit quick, eh? In the 75th minute of the game, 3 points to the Stormers, 40 to the British Lions. The Lions about to kick a goal. Alicia, is 'n comment vir jou van Bertie af.
Ja, ek kan nou nie my foon by my nie.
At Alicia Nagel. Please tell Mario to check the reflection of the game on the fish tank.
Well, it's gone now, isn't it? Let's
Indeed, it's gone.
There we go. Now it's gone.
Indeed. Oh well, you can't see much.
Yes, that,
On we go. British and Irish Lions looking to score a 7th try after having scored 6 converted tries. It could be. Unfortunately.
I think they'll have targets.
Although it doesn't look like it. There's a box kick coming in the 76th minute with the Stormers with a chance to counter. Oh, never mind. That's been lost. Vunipola has the ball. Davies. Jersey 22. I'm not sure who that is.
Juan, I think.
No, Duan van der Merwe is 11.
Is he 11?
Yeah. Smith gives it off again to Wyn Jones. Miraculous recovery from a shoulder injury. There's Van der Merwe, or it's Stuart Hogg, one of the two. Here comes Louis Rees-Zammit again. Kick ahead. Nobody in sight for the Stormers. The fullback and the wing coming across in cover defense.
Yeah.
Will dot the ball down. Mate, my grandma is from Hong Kong, so yeah, I'm Welsh with a bit of Cantonese living in England. Wow, Fleshy, okay. That's an interesting one. Not sure if YouTube will take that as copyright. Bertie, I'm not too sure. I'll have to check that one with G, but it seems as if the way he's saying it, it doesn't sound like it's copyrighted if it's a reflection. And here we go again. Marcus Smith has lost the ball forward for the Lions. And now the Stormers have a chance of countering. Nervous times for the Lions as the Stormers come countering towards them. Bertie V, please don't shout try time before the time. We're a little bit behind you by the looks of things. Here comes Duan van der Merwe, eventually brought to ground. Stuart Hogg. Hogg gives it off. Oh, Jersey 20. Simmons is over the try line for yet another try.
2 more?
49. Yeah,
Can't call me
49.
alive for one.
49-3. No, really.
7 minutes.
And I think the British and Irish Lions now starting to show off a bit and starting to show more of what could possibly be expected next week in the Test series. But then again, it's against the South African provincial team. So, on the other hand, being a South African provincial team, you would expect 4 international countries to beat them.
But they know they can.
No, they do. They do. And it looks as if we might have a TMO check potential here by the referee, Mr. Stuart Barnes. Just waiting to see what's spotting here because, oh no, never mind. No check. Flesh and indeed it was Louis Rees-Zammit again that's causing all kinds of havoc for the Stormers' defense. Or Wayne Jones, it's not freshen, it's fleshen. Flesh, as in like the flesh on your skin.
I thought it means flesh eating monster or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bertie.
Any good jokes yet?
No, not yet at the moment. Everybody's back on the rugby again. Guys, if you got any good jokes, please make Alicia's night and share another 2 or 3.
No, that's fine.
Just before the final whistle. Let's see how many likes we've got here, guys. How many likes do we have there, Bert? Please let me know. I've missed out. I've forgotten how to check it too, unfortunately. And unfortunately, we will have to be signing off very, very soon. Indeed, Bear TV, that is the score. 49-3. What a whopping, eventually.
Meat is branding.
Oh, okay. I smell it. You got a good one there, Jack Porter. You go for it, buddy boy. Lion, one good joke is Lions 49, Stormers 3. Jack sê blykbaar hy het 'n goeie grappie vir jou, maar ons wag nog vir dit om deur te kom. So on we go.
Well,
In the
since
80th
the
minute.
British and Irish Lions are winning, then I'm voting for them.
I knew they were going to win all along. The Storm none of our provincial sides have really given them a run for their money. Even the Sharks 2 weeks ago, last week struggled. I mean, it was 75-35 was the final score.
Yo.
Yeah. The first half, I think the halftime was 28-all, but in the second half, they just pulled away. Fleshen says, sorry, ran out of jokes. They were okay to put on here. Fleshy, the young ones are not exactly here by us at the moment. So it's all right. I mean, she's sitting right next to me, so all I can do is just let her read them.
Oh, my phone is in charge.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's just told me her phone's battery's gone flat. Which makes sense. I
Be
mean,
glad.
if it's lasted you the whole day, then it's no surprise, eh? So we have full time British and Irish Lions 49, Stormers 3.
Until next time.
Until next time, indeed. Very energetic performance by the British and Irish Lions, particularly in the second half. Leho away and
Oh, yes.
John's. That was put in the line of my face, so I've got no choice. I have to look.
Did you look at it?
Nah, I had the shoot was like that, like right in my face. But I could do this. Oh, you chicken bugger. Okay, I'll give you that one. Well played.
Seriously, I went for it. Was obvious. Why did you look at that?
Is net beskierigheid, jy weet. Cheers, Kenry. Have a good one, mate. See you next week for the Springboks versus the British and Irish Lions. First test match, guys. But we're not ready to sign off just yet. We're waiting for a few jokes for this lovely layer.
Sign off until we'll do it next time.
Well, I have to go and talk to the teacher now, Fleshen. G-Man, calling G-Man, please. Of gaan ek en jy afsign? Of gaan ons twee afsign sommer?
Wat bedoel jy hoe afsign?
Soos afsign van soos afgaan. Vir Gareth. calling a certain G-man to come and sign off to his followers.
Must I call him?
Please do.
Okay.
It's hello Encanto. Oh, okay, Wayne. Interesting one. Jack, we're still waiting for your Jack, matey. Yeah, bo. Yeah, bo.
Bro, that flip, flip, flip.
Oh, glory. Did you eat the mushroom? Now you grow.
I'm thinking.
Oh, glory. Go eat your mushroom so you can grow again.
That's right. I like you too.
Awesome, Bertie. Thanks for joining us, bud. Excellent being with you guys again.
Go.
So here we go. G-Man will start us off and we'll end it off.
Yep.
Making space for G-Man.
That's okay.
Completely
doing
stop
that.
us.
One
Hey,
last
you look
round.
envious.
I thought you guys were saying goodbye.
Yeah, you're
What?
joining us to say
Do you think
goodbye.
I'd leave you alone?
He wants you to join us
What's
to say
up,
goodbye
team?
to the people.
Thanks so much for joining.
Thanks so much for
Owen,
joining us, guys.
Pleasure, and Ken, cheers, everyone, all the legends. Thanks for joining us. I
And
appreciate the
H-Tech,
support.
thanks for popping in spite of a funeral. That does mean quite a lot to G-Man over here.
Yep.
And good luck to you.
I
Thanks,
know
Sadie.
we've left, we popped in, but I appreciate the team.
Yep.
Appreciate supporting the team.
Excellent having you guys with us and great having a fantastic team behind us like these ones over here. One here behind us. Part
Oh,
of the
okay,
team
read my
herself.
jokes. You went, oh, Jack, what said? Read his joke. Guys, I saying all the police that was stealing the. Okay, cool. Get that one. Okay, cool. Well,
So-
right. Happy days. We even a good one. Send it all on happy days.
And
So, cheers. Good night. Sleep
cheers,
well.
sleep well, and stay
To my
safe.
team.
Stay safe. And never give up. In
Okay.
G-Man's own words.
Good night to
Cheers,
you,
guys.
me. We'll say good night to you too. Bye.
See ya, mate.
We're
Love
done.
to see you all keep cool and safe.
I think we're done
Bless your
here.
flesh. Yeah, we're done.